Welcome back to Stacy So-and-So. Thank you for joining me again this week. Now, before we head into today's video, I need to give you a heads up about something. You're very quickly going to go from landscape to portrait, because initially what I had filmed, I was going to share as a video short, but because I like to chat, it ended up being over 3 minutes. But I wanted to go ahead and share it with you. As the title says, we are digging in to my mom's button box, which I've always wanted to dig through. So it's only about a 5-minute video. I hope you enjoy it, and I will catch you on the other side of that video. So one more thing I came across on Sunday when I went to Mom and Dad's house to help Mom with her project was this. This is Mom's button tin. It says Season's Greetings on it. There's nothing listed. I don't know if this was filled with cookies, candy, or maybe a fruitcake. But I do have to give it back to her. But let's dive in and see what kind of buttons she has in here. When you open it up, lots of buttons that are still in their packaging. And I don't want to take these out because I know, that will be a clue to her. She keeps every button. So do I. Because even if what it came off of you don't have anymore, at some point you're going to use that button. But let me dig down a little further and then we'll take a look. That was quite a few buttons, but some of them are in clear plastic, and I thought these are really, I have no idea what this is from. Really big. It's really pretty. It's a sizable button. Not sure what that was from. And I thought this was really pretty. Again, no idea what this came off of. I'm sure she remembers. But I really also love these little wooden buttons. Aren't those pretty? And then I came across some other things that are not button related. This is a patch for my brother, who is a black belt in Taekwondo. I'll need to see if he would like to have this back. I can mail it to him. And then I came across, let me pull these out. How many of you, I'd say late 80s, early 90s, remember these? They're not buttons, they're button covers. Do you remember the sweatshirts? They put the buttons on and you could kind of change them out, or you could change them down your blouse. There's the back of it. That would just slide over your button. These are kind of cute. I wonder if they're going to come back in style. Okay, let me dig a little further. So quite a few gold buttons, which doesn't surprise me because my mom doesn't wear gold, but these are really pretty. So she probably took these, there's a bunch of these. She probably took them off something and replaced them with something that suits her better. Then I found these. These are probably the oldest buttons in there. I mean, here we go. Here's the one. There we go. Probably from the late, from the 60s. And then there's this one. I don't know if you can see the there we go. Now you can see the detail on it. Only one in there like that. And again, only one in it. Check that out. Let me put it sideways so you can get a full appreciation of. I'm gonna guess this is probably off of a coat. It's a little faded. Definitely from, I would say, the late 60s, early 70s. And then I found some still in packaging. There we go. Nothing exciting, but this is from Lamode Buttons. And she's got quite a few, so I don't know who, might have been Ben Franklin that carried them. This one still has the price tag on it. 79 cents. Don't you wish buttons were still only 79 cents? I know, that would be great. And then she has quite a few of light blue. These were only 65 cents for 6. These were 70 cents. A lot of little blue buttons. Don't know what those were for. La Chic, 69 cents for buttons. Oh, I missed that pricing. And then we found these. These were from Walmart. These were older Walmart. These are really pretty. I'm not sure what project she needed these for, but obviously bought more than she needed, which we all do. And then here we go, Risden snap fasteners. This whole thing, 10 cents. I wish there was a date on this. I don't know. These are made in the USA in Naugatuck, Connecticut. Risden Manufacturing Company. Again, I wish these prices were still true. But then I also found these are really cute. I'm guessing these are probably something that was on, like maybe something for my brother. 60 cents. Look at those little, here we go. Little airplanes. So cute. Then I found a couple other odds and ends. There's some old sewing parts for machines and stuff that probably from her singer that she bought in the early 70s are still in here. But then we found this. I found this. Does anybody know what these were for? Think toddler just starting to learn to walk. Now, I don't remember these being around when I was a kid, so this is probably from my brother. So leave a message in the comments if you know what that is for. So I hope if you love buttons and notions, especially old ones, I hope you enjoyed this. I know I did. I'm sad to have to give all these back, but maybe one day she'll let me. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, even though it might have been a little bit more difficult to see since it was in portrait. But I wanted to give you a heads up and let you know next week I will be back with my regular long form videos. Next week's video is going to be about 4 things I learned while I was doing my whip/mending pile challenge, which took a little over 4 weeks. So that'll be the next video. Plus, after that, I will definitely have some tutorials and we will be back to our regular content. So thank you for being here. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And until then, happy sewing.